next week, it's me and the Great Watcher for the Core Championship. Great Watcher, you know the respect I have for you. It's me and you. May the best men win.
He believes the doll is talking to him!
The doll does talk to it. I'm the one calling all the shots. I'm going to make him offers he can't refuse.
3 other individuals who, quite frankly, are the pillars of the heavyweight division here in Devotion Championship Wrestling. I caught Vince Russo on the phone. Why don't we have Sam Adonis versus Marlon Bishop versus Tom Chad, and the winner gets a shot at the DCW Heavyweight Championship. He said, Manny, that is a fantastic idea. Why don't we make you the special guest referee and make sure you call the action right down the middle?
It's Sunday morning in Salt Lake City, Utah. That can only mean one thing: wrestling at the Gateway. Hello, folks. I'm Lauren Gardner, the Cicerone, welcoming you to Devotion Championship Wrestling. And it is a day of championships. In our opening bout, we'll see Brother Austin, the Core Champion, defend his title against his Watcher, Tombstone Jesus. Will this Herald be able to retain the heavenly prize for which his Great Watcher has held for so long? And in our main event, the DCW champion Manny Lemons will be the special guest referee in a triple threat match to determine who is the #1 contender and will then go on to face Manny Lemons for the DCW championship. Let's look back and find out how Tombstone's Epigone became the Core champion. It was 3 weeks ago, Tombstone Jesus defended the Core title against his proteges, the Brother Smith, in a triple threat match. It was apparent early on in the match that the Brother Smith had misgivings about laying hands on their Great Watcher. However, their pedagogue did not spare corporal punishment to teach his lesson. And just when it seemed as if Tombstone would successfully defend and retain the title, Filter came ringside. Not to be jumped from behind, Tombstone left the ring to confront his longtime adversary and was laid out by the monstrous interloper. As Tombstone lay on the ground, Brother Austin and Brother Chatwick were left alone in the ring, and the faithful followers of the Feld Watcher, always of one mind, made their first and their only offensive move in the match, executing simultaneous lariats to each other. The Good Samaritan Brother Austin, in checking on the well-being of his companion, seemed to inadvertently pin Brother Chatwick. And in doing so, this stripling warrior donned the armor of his Watcher to become the DCW Core Champion. Look at Brother Austin. You know, I've talked a lot about this year and how he has been one of the most improved athletes in the locker room. And right there, that's what it's all about, proving his good fortune, and I would also say his improvement in his skill. But is it enough to outdo his mentor in the Great Watcher? Both of them seemingly in good spirits. As the bell is sounded, that's what we like to see, a nice shake of the hands. And these two are going to get into some good, clean, a competitive match that truly shows the character of both of these individuals. Tombstone Jesus always one to get the crowd riled up, starting things early right off the bat, and the Tombstoners are here, and I can only imagine that they're supporting both of the competitors in the ring. Right now into a collar and elbow tie-up. Bill Toss pushes Brother Austin back into the corner, and Tombstone takes some time to show off the guns. Two sizing each other up now. Back into a collar and elbow tie-up. Tombstone getting low, but not enough for anyone to get He's been taking his Tombstone vitamins. I'm sure they're chewables because, and Tombstone again showing off the guns. And Tombstone challenging Brother Austin to a test of strength. The key to this that a lot of people may not understand is a height advantage, which I believe Tombstone has just a slight height advantage on this, which, yeah, it will definitely, coming back, Brother Austin showing Tombstone that but Tombstone, the veteran, the wily veteran, able to counter and go right into an armbar here. You know, I can't help but think of Brother Austin like a young Ralph Macchio. And if Daniel-san ever had to go up against Mr. Miyagi, the internal conflict that he would struggle with. Well, that's akin to what Brother Austin has got to be, dealing with right now. Being able to stand on your own 2 feet to show that you can perform on your own, and at the same time not let your master down, not let your mentor, your teacher, and in his case, his watcher down at the same time. Classic Tombstone right there with the side headlock takeover. Wow, a great counter into a head scissors. Not able to keep it in, but it definitely stopped Tombstone from doing any more damage with that headlock. The two now back into a collar and elbow tie-up. Oh, and here we go. Brother Austin showing that I, too, have learned from you with his own. There he goes. Side headlock takeover. Oh, and Tombstone reverses with the head scissors. We got ourselves a game of tit for tat going on here. Well matched up so far. Feints a collar and elbow tie-up for Brother Austin to get a rear waist lock. Looks like it's broken. Oh, and that's something of his own. The prayer chops right to the crown of Tombstone's head, coming off the ropes, and he puts big Tombstone down, goes for the cover. 1, 2. Tombstone getting his shoulder up at 2. First pinfall attempt of this match. You don't want to spend too much energy in pinfalls because as the match goes on, it gets that much harder to keep someone down. You want to have that reserve. Oh, a big cedar break chop coming from Tombstone Jesus into a back elbow. And now hip toss puts Brother Austin on his posterior. Oh, with an arches neck breaker. Goes for the cover. 2. Brother Austin still in this game, currently still the champion. Will he be able to keep it by the end of this match? Tombstone definitely calling for some vintage. TJ right here comes up off of the ropes, spinning headlock takeover, but he's not finished yet. Dropping elbow right into the sternum of this has got to be it. 2. No! Brother Austin still in the game. Tombstone upset with the officials count, but oh, Brother Austin goes for the schoolboy too. That's it, folks. Brother Austin retains.
The winner of the match, and still your DCW Core Champion, Brother Austin.
If there was any doubt in your mind about Brother Austin deserving this title, I think we can now put that aside, knowing that, yeah, he is the champ, folks, for good reason. Stretching his hand out. Tombstone. Oh, look at that, man. That's what DCW, that's what you love to see. That sort of, that fraternity and camaraderie here, not only among the devoted faithful, but among the athletes as well. Just love to see it. Wait, come on. Come on! Oh. What are you doing, man? Oh, gosh. This is gross. Tombstone, I thought you were better than this. Come on. Brother Austin has looked up to you. He has supported you. He has been in your corner every step of the way. And this is how you repay him? Oh, come on, man. That's ridiculous. Just a sign of disrespect, not only to Brother Austin, but to the championship itself and everyone here. Despicable. Still to come, our main event, a triple threat for the #1 contendership.
Collar and Elbow was founded on the traditional values of professional wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product intended to connect with people on an emotional level. A symbiotic relationship where one cannot flourish without the other. We strive to create a product that embodies our passion for professional wrestling expressed through street fashion. This is our company. This is our brand. For all of us who love wrestling, it belongs to us.
What do you want, you crazy broad? I'm trying to do my business in here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, is that an inchworm?
You think you're funny, huh? You think you're real funny. Look, I can't have you following me around in the bathrooms the rest of my life. You want to see Glade? Is that what you want?
Yes, that's all I want. I just want to make sure he's okay.
All right, follow me. You hear me? You have 5 minutes, then I'm coming in. Didn't I tell you to stay out of my business? Didn't I?
Showing how cunning he truly is, cutting, employing the dangerous Lilith Grimm. Turning ringside, let's go to our main event for the #1 contendership. The bell sounds, and right off the bat, we see a classic Sam Adonis move, removing himself from the thick of it before it's even, well, really stewed at all. However, that is his prerogative. These are triple threat rules, so there's no disqualification for a count out. Manny Lemons is the one tasked with keeping everyone in line here, and I want to point out that never before has there been so much championship talent in a DCW ring before. Every single person in this match, including our guest referee, Manny Lemons, has been the DCW champion. But there can only be one #1 contender, and we're going to find out who it is by the end of tonight. Who will get their chance to be a two-time champion? Breaking a collar and elbow tie-up right there. Marlon Bishop showing off his Ronnie Coleman-esque physique. Tom Chad definitely not in contention for Mr. Olympia, showing off what he's got. Never in all the world would I think that Tom Chad would be a champion of the body-positive movement, but there you go, folks. Our referee trying to implore Sam Adonis into the ring, and Sam, I don't think anyone gets two for flinching on that one. You had no one fooled. Into a collar and elbow, tie-up go the former champs, most recently Tom Chad, and the second champion, the very first person to upset a standing champion, Marlon Bishop. But look out, because Pete and Repeat are outside. Sam Adonis always with the MK Bandit in tow, working in tandem to pull Marlon Bishop out of the equation, at least at this juncture. Now, I know that I give Sam Adonis a lot of crap, but that's for his attitude. When it comes to skill and technical prowess, he's one of the best. However, when you're the best, you don't necessarily need to have MK right next to you, and you don't need to be your own hype man like Sam Adonis is. And I'm afraid he's about to bump into an extremely rude awakening. That is 278 pounds of Marlon Bishop. Arguably the heaviest hands in the game, and Sam Adonis is feeling every single Newton. Oh, Marlon Bishop fired up. I'm gonna tell you folks, it's hard not to see Marlon Bishop as the #1 contender. He has definitely fought hard in recent weeks, and he's got the skill. Let's see if he can put it all together against these other two foes tonight. Tom Chad coming in, taking advantage of a Marlon Bishop as his back was turned. Oh, a big old ham-fisted chop, followed up by a right cross to the jaw of Tom Chad, has got Marlon Bishop in an extremely good position right now for that #1 contendership. Referee telling Marlon Bishop he needs to let him out of the corner. Marlon not happy with the officiating thus far. Manny saying, you've got to respect my 5 count. I am the official. And he's right. He's absolutely right. But Marlon Bishop is pushing the referee's patience, showing off his professional football background there. And Sam Adonis taking advantage yet again of a Marlon Bishop with his back turned, is tossed out of the ring, and Sam Adonis is climbing the ropes, going to town, raining down repeated strikes to the side of Tom Chad's head. Adonis quickly moving all 320 pounds of Chad quickly across the ring. That's impressive. And oh, look at, you can see MK continuing to deal damage out to the already down Marlon Bishop. And while Manny's checking on Marlon, Adonis goes for a cover. Tom Chad kicks out, but he is not apparently getting up anytime on his own accord. Adonis bringing Chad up to his feet and dumps him out of the ring. Calling now for the enforcer. MK obliged to help Marlon back into the ring. Adonis taking, oh my gosh, a European headlock using the rope as a fulcrum right across the throat of Marlon Bishop. Manny saying, I don't want to disqualify you, but I don't, gosh, you've got to worry about the safety of the athletes. Adonis not relenting, now pitching Bishop back out to that side of the ring. Tom Chad comes in. Oh yeah, sure, no hard feelings. Yeah, that's a classic move from Sam Adonis as he gouges the eye of Tom Chad while Manny Lemons was again checking on Marlon Bishop. 320 pounds, suplexed like it ain't no thing, goes for the cover. Manny admiring Adonis's work. Oh my gosh, did you see? Marlon Bishop delivered an elbow right into the jaw of Sam Adonis coming into the ring, but Adonis unfazed, pitching Marlon Bishop again back out onto the floor, continuing to bicker with the referee. Oh, now that's just insult to injury. Well, it's just insult is what it is. Absolutely, Manny. Let him know. Let him know that. Oh, thank you. It's all any of us want out of MK is to shut up. Adonis, still in control in the center of the ring, comes off the rope and puts a boot right through the jaw of Tom Chad, who rolls out to join the likes of the enforcer outside the ring. Adonis directing traffic, trying to get some competition back in the ring. Well, then stop pitching them outside if you want to wrestle somebody. Of course, MK doing what he can with his meager jabs here and there to help out his champion, not ours. Off the ropes comes Adonis again, but this time picked up, military pressed easily by Marlon Bishop. Look at that! Oh my gosh! Military pressed, cleaned, clear out of the ring, over the top rope, down onto the floor. Sam Adonis not getting up anytime soon. Yes, devoted faithful, this is indeed awesome. A match that we will definitely remember for a long time to come. Adonis comes back into the ring, dumped quickly by Tom Chad. Tom Chad going for a sharpshooter here, and Tom Chad gets it in. I've never seen Tom Chad employ a sharpshooter. He's got it in. Sam Adonis is tapping. Manny not happy with Tom Chad. Tom Chad gives him the finger, and Manny gives him a slap right to the side of the head. He's not done. Going right in, dealing with all that he had to from Tom Chad. The frustration has boiled over to a point that cannot be contained for Manny Lemons as the two continue to brawl inside the ring. Meanwhile, Sam Adonis goes outside and takes Marlon Bishop into the wall. Emotions are combusting here at the DCW arena, and honestly, I don't blame Manny Lemons one bit for all the crap that he has put up from Tom Chad, and then to be disrespected not only by Tom Chad but by Sam Adonis. It's just too much. It's too much for him to take.
This match will continue. Under orders of Vince Russo, there is a 5-minute time extension. Manny Lemons has been barred from ringside.
There it is, the decision from Vince Russo himself. This match has another 5-minute extension added. However, Manny has been removed from ringside as he could no longer be impartial as a referee. And like I said, I don't blame Manny. I don't. I do think that Dewey made the right call. Just take Manny out of the equation so that we can find out who the number one contender is and go on from there. Sam Adonis going up to the top rope, interrupted, however, by Chad, as Chad delivers a left hook right to the temple of the perched Sam Adonis. Tom Chad goes onto the second rope, and Tom Chad looking for a suplex, but Marlon Bishop, oh no, all three come down. Over 850 pounds come crashing down. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Marlon Bishop supporting so much weight and still the first to his feet. Things are looking very good for him right now, and he's feeling it, folks. Like a heat-seeking missile, he takes out Tom Chad of the equation. And then there were two, honing in on Sam Adonis. Bishop, who has spent much of this bout outside of the ring, has got something to prove. Now moving himself up to the second rope. It doesn't get any prettier than this. The most devastating Superman punch in professional wrestling. This has got to be it. 1, 2. Adonis able to kick out at 2. Bishop up to his feet, so too is Adonis. Dodges a lariat from Bishop and delivers one of his own. Goes for the cover, 2. Chad breaks it up. At 2 again, it is still anyone's chance to become the number one contender at this point, and the time it is ticking down. Pop up, sit out, powerbomb, goes for the cover, 2. No. The enforcer dives in at the last second, keeping his number one contendership, his DCW championship chance alive. Scooping up Tom Chad, are we gonna see it? Bishop gives a thumbs up and a thumbs down for the Bishop's Cross. Did you see the impact? 1, 2, no. Sam Adonis keeping his own chances alive here and breaks the count. Adonis, who would love nothing more than to take the DCW championship from Manny Lemons. Fireman carry and Death Valley driver to Marlon Bishop. Adonis crawls over, rolls the enforcer into position. 1, 2, and this time it's Tom Chad who's keeping his own hopes of becoming a 2-time DCW champion alive. Back up to their feet, Tom Chad now having Adonis on his shoulders. Adonis squirming, able to get out and pushes Chad into the hungry arms of Marlon Bishop. Could this be it? A second Bishop's cross delivered. But the self-proclaimed new mailman is not letting that package be delivered. Instead now pulling Bishop and taking him out of the equation, going over to the supine Tom Chad. Tom Chad gets a shoulder up, and Sam Adonis is furious. This has been one hell of a show, folks, I'm not gonna lie. As I said before, this is going to be one for the ages. 3 former champions giving it all they've got for a chance. Just a grasp at the gold here at DCW. And Matthew Robles would like to use some weighted die in this game of chance. Colliding go the two titans, and Adonis puts Tom Chad flat on the mat, climbing the second rope. Through the air he goes. Dewey into position, 1, 2, wait a second! Right in Dewey's line of sight, Manny Lemons comes rushing out. Manny, who has been banned from ringside, interjecting himself into this match, throws, and there goes the time! There goes the time limit! That's it!
Ladies and gentlemen, the official has indicated this match has ended in a time limit draw.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Make sure to tune in next week so we can make some sense of this whole predicament that we're in. As always, I'm the Cicerone, Lauren Gardner, and until next time, stay devoted.
Now I will kill you.